Okay, guys, you don't have to be a stereotypical broke student living off noodles anymore. I've got the perfect platform for you students and ex-students out there to make extra money on the side by using your study resources. I'm talking class notes, practical quizzes, old homework, and much more, handwritten or typed up in any language on any subject. You could be a student, a teacher, an ex-student, literally anybody who does any kind of study material can make money from this. This is literally the perfect way for you to make money from what you do and what you've done anyway, studying. Not to mention, I think it's an awesome bit of motivation for you to take better notes because now you can actually get paid for them. So not only will you be a better student, you'll also be building up an impressive stream of passive income at the same time, which I'll explain in more detail in just a moment, so be sure to stay tuned for that. So I'm not going to waste any of your time. Let's have a look at this amazing platform, Studypool. The basic idea is that you upload study material like class notes and practical quizzes, as I mentioned, and you make money whenever someone views your material. But let's dive into this a little deeper. I'm going to be going over what Studypool is, how you can get paid to upload your study materials, and all the details that you need to get started. What is Studypool? Studypool is a global online tutoring platform with a mission of helping students across high-quality tutors and educational resources, no matter what their background is. And when you think about it, in this day and age, learning on demand online is pretty much a must. Just like making money online can save you more time and money than working traditionally, online learning can be extremely convenient and help you become a better student as you have more control over when and how you learn. And more importantly, moving things online increases accessibility to education, so you're not restricted to only learning and being qualified in the country that you live in. So I think that's a pretty amazing mission that Studypool has. And what's even more amazing is that you can be part of this mission while making a good chunk of change. Selling on Studypool. So now let's get into the process of selling on Studypool. And I'm going to go through this step by step just to make it all clear for you. So the first thing that you would do is, of course, sign up to the platform with your email, username, and password, or your Google and Facebook accounts. Just verify your account, put in your school name, and then you'll be taken through Studypool's important features. It's a super quick 1-minute process. And then you can just log into your account, and you can see here that the 3 main features are the homework Q&A, note bank, and guidebooks. Our main focus is the note bank, which has over 20 million class notes and study materials, which we're going to add to and make money from. Over here, you can see that you have 2 options, browse note bank and sell documents. And by the way, if you're a student, it can be really helpful for you to actually be on this platform as a user too and get help with studying. So feel free to just check out what Studypool has to offer you. But we're going to focus on sell documents. So go ahead and click that. And you should be taken to this page where it says earn passive income of up to $5,000 a month. We share your documents with tens of millions of students. You get paid up to $10 every time your document is sold. And if you scroll down, you can see just how easy and self-explanatory the process of uploading your study material is. So first things first is figuring out what you're actually going to upload. There's quiz and exam prep, which includes past papers, exam prep materials like revision and cue cards that you might have created, and study guides. And I just want to point out as well that you shouldn't feel as though you can't put up past papers where you might not have done very well. Even if you got a ton of questions wrong, as long as there's feedback and corrections on here, that can be super helpful to students because then they can learn common mistakes to avoid, and that can make your past paper stand out, which I'll get into in just a bit. Then there's old assignments, like past homework, projects, reports, presentations, papers, and so on, as well as class notes. And by the way, all of this can be handwritten or typed up, and you can still upload them. And again, because it's a global platform, they'll accept all languages, which is really cool because it doesn't matter where you live. So let's say, for example, you have a past paper that you did in a Spanish grammar exam. You would just upload the files here. And then what's going to happen is Studypool is going to review the material that you submitted and let you know whether they've approved it or not, because obviously it needs to be good quality. Otherwise, anyone and everyone could upload nonsense, which nobody wants. To get approved, you just need to make sure that what you're uploading can actually help students and that the files you upload are high quality. So you don't want blurry pictures or hard to read messy notes. And then you also want to add details explaining what the doc is. So you would include the subject, the specific topic area, your school, and so on, just so that people can have relevant context. The better your title and labels, the more likely students are to view your doc, which will make you more money. So this is very, very important. You will definitely not get approved if you're uploading copyrighted or duplicated content that's not your own work. You know how it is, no plagiarism. And of course, you can't upload files that are generic and don't provide educational value, with bad titles that confuse people about what you're uploading. If you're not sure if the document that you want to upload will get approved, you can just look at the good and bad doc examples. I think it's quite simple. You just have to ask yourself, would I find this useful as a student? And if the answer is yes, then most likely you're good. It goes without saying that the document has to be approved first before it gets sold, and it takes about 2 to 24 hours to process the document before selling as well. But once you get past this stage, it's money time. So the way it works is users who have subscribed to Studypool will have access to the notes bank, and they can unlock documents that they want to see. Every time that a user unlocks and views your document, you earn up to $10. You don't get $10 just for uploading. You only get up to $10 each time your document is sold to a student who selects your file, which is why having great titles and quality is super important. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how can I get my hands on this money? Well, it's very simple. You can just go to your balance, which will show however much money you've earned. And as soon as you have a minimum balance of $50, you can just click withdraw money, and you'll see a bunch of different ways for the money to get to you. So you have Payoneer, PayPal, Wise, and so on. Usually it takes about 1 business day for the money to reach your account, which is quick and awesome. What's really fantastic about Studypool as well is that because they're such a huge platform with millions of users and your documents will remain on there, you just have to upload your document once and you will keep on making money from whenever it gets views without you having to do any additional maintenance or work. I honestly think this is one of the best passive income sources on there. And of course, that's just such a perfect way to have a side hustle as a student and even as an ex-student, because you're making money from what you already do and you get to help a bunch of students out. It's really just a win-win. Some bonus tips for me. The sooner you get started, the better, especially if you're a student. First, upload all the study material that you have so far, and that might seem like a lot, but luckily Studypool can handle that for you. All you have to do is upload your documents as a zip file or a folder to Studypool, and they'll organize it for you. Huge time saver. And then I recommend you start studying, bearing in mind that your material can earn you money on Studypool. You'll end up being more mindful when you take notes on your next lecture or you write down feedback on your next practice paper. You'll be more likely to explain things more clearly, write in more detail, organize your thoughts better, and so on, because obviously you want to upload your material onto Studypool and get it approved. This will increase your chances of making more money, and it'll help you get into good habits that can help you become a better student. And if you're not currently a student, you can make use of all those years spent studying to make you some money by following the same process that I laid out for you. So clearly, Studypool is an awesome platform. You can literally earn up to $5,000 per month in passive income. So if I were you, I'd sign up ASAP and dive right into Studypool. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.